Feels like every day we're hearing in the news we're on the brink of economic disaster. I hate it. People think that they're going to be renting forever and that homeownership will never be possible. Well, the truth is, it is possible to still own a home. I got my social media guy right here. He wrote up a bunch of home buyer scenarios to test me on how many of them I can find their dream home right here, right now. By the way, I'm Utah Dave, and I've been a principal broker in Utah for over 20 years. I make these videos because a lot of people pay off their landlord's home instead of their own home. And I don't want you to be one of them. So the Johnsons, they're a multi-generational family of 7. They have $200,000 ready for a down payment. They're looking for a home that has 4 bedrooms and 3 baths, preferably a separate living area for the grandparents on the main level. They're pre-approved for $1 million, but they don't want to spend more than $800,000. Do you think that's possible? They said to me. They also said, we'll need a location that is convenient for everyone with access to good schools, parks, community, and they want to be 30 minutes from Silicon Slopes. Lastly, they're looking for a home that will appreciate over time. They plan to stay in the home in the foreseeable future, and they want something that's going to be a good investment. They're open to considering homes that require renovation or updates, as long as the potential return on investment is there. So here's one of my favorite things about what the Johnsons are looking for. It's going to be an investment property. So what I like about the Johnsons is they are open to a home that requires some renovations or updates. Right now, I'm just doing the easy way. I'm selecting ADU. So there's one in Harriman, not too far from the Lehigh Silicon Slopes area. It is for $725 in the basement with its own separate entrance. It has its own parking on the side. It is updated very nicely. It's got a great living space. There's a kitchen in the basement where someone has their own living area, big family room area in the basement, its own laundry in the basement. They'll be living like a king and queen as long as they can go down to the basement. If you're okay with having the parents and the grandparents in the basement, this would be a perfect option for you. All right. Next case. Ava is a 30-year-old social media manager, strictly budgeting. Good job, Ava. Her job, she makes about $60,000 a year, and she has some generous gifts from her parents. She has about $20,000 down payment and is pre-approved for a $400,000 home. All right, Ava, here's what we're gonna do. If you're making $60,000 a year, that's about $5,000 a month. That means the lenders are gonna probably not really like you to have a payment more than $1,750, and if you're pre-approved for a $100,000 home, putting $20,000 down, it's not gonna cut it. I would say we need to go to a new lender and figure out what you're really pre-approved for. I'll do you a favor and run you a hypothetical, but I can't guarantee you anything. One option might be that we get you into a duplex. That might give you a little bit of income that you can add, which would help pay for the payment. Why would that help you out? Because you're renting out the other unit and that would be added to your income. Here's what I'm doing right now. I'm calculating that your payment based off of your income should probably be close to $1,750 a month. So I calculated that $1,750 by going off of 35% of your income per month. What did I find? I found you a $270,000 home in Tooele. Check, check. You have a townhome that's a 2-bed, 1.5 bath. It's gonna give you a 1-car carport. With everything you've given me, it looks like you're in a great position to buy this home in Tooele and begin creating wealth. All right, next one. Emily is a 32-year-old working as a software engineer in Utah. She's been saving up for a down payment on her first home. She's pre-approved for $400,000, has $50,000 ready for a down payment. She prefers modern, move-in ready home with at least 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, as well as a home office or space for one. Her primary goal is to find a property that is a good investment for the long term and has potential for appreciation over time. We're very most likely looking at a townhome for Emily. So let's see what we have. Her price point of $400,000, very likely going to be a townhome. This is one that I would really like for Emily because you actually have 2 beds upstairs. You have 1 bed on the main level, which could be an office, and it's brand spanking new. That would be a great unit for her. Close to tracks, you get everything you want, and it's in the price range she's looking for. This one's in Daybreak, Utah. Next one. So Caroline and Joshua, they just got married. They're looking to buy their first home. They've been saving up for a while. They have a down payment of over $70,000. They're pre-approved for $350,000. They're looking for an investment home, one that will appreciate in value over time, and preferably in an up and coming neighborhood in the Salt Lake City area. Our goal is to help them find that home. There's a couple things I love about this. First of all, I love that they're looking at buying their first home, but making it an investment. The second thing I really like about this is that they want a great home in an up and coming neighborhood. So Joshua, Caroline, let's see what we can find. If we're going to buy a townhome with a 1-car garage, 3-bed, 2-bath, if you were to put down the 20%, that would bring your payment down roughly $550. So here's a picture of that home. It's a condo, and you have 3 beds, family room, kitchen. It's nice new countertops or quartz countertops, and you still get a 1-car garage with it. Vaulted ceilings in the master, big closet, and your own balcony. This particular area is in Harriman. Harriman is a big time up and coming neighborhood. All right, next one. David, he's got a cool name. David currently owns a small condo in the downtown area, but he's looking to upgrade to a larger home for his growing family. He's got a stable job and a good financial situation. He's got $35,000 down payment ready. He's pre-approved for a mortgage up to $500,000. David's goal is to find a good investment for their family. They're looking for a home with 3 beds, 2 baths, and a spacious backyard for the kids to play in. A bonus would be a home office or a finished basement that they can use as a workspace. And he's okay for doing cosmetic upgrades and minor renovations, but nothing too major. Should they keep their small condo in downtown Salt Lake City? They don't know what to do, and they want to know my opinion on if they should keep it. Sometimes it's just too stressful dealing with tenants. And if you can't handle that stress, then yeah, you shouldn't keep the investment property at all. What did we find? Well, here you can find a home for $490,000 on a 1/4 acre in Taylorsville. Here in Taylorsville, you have a home that's been somewhat updated with new flooring and paint and a brand new kitchen with countertops and appliances. This is one of those older styles, and so you have multi-levels on this one where you walk in the main level, then you can go down to the basement and up to the bedrooms. In the backyard, you have a place for a fire pit, you have lots of grass, you have a place for extra vehicles, you have a spacious yard for the whole family to entertain in. We found one that matches David's needs right here in Taylorsville. Check. So as you can see, very quickly, we were able to find a home for each of these people. We can do a lot more research to find the perfect home for someone. Getting into a home is always possible. Click or tap the video on the screen to find more ways of getting a lower mortgage payment.